It's so good,
This is cozy.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very, very cozy.
Well, and there's a fire. Don't
You
get
keep growing exponentially. Yeah, it started out like in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And this is where we've gotten to.
So far,
It's
right?
so great.
I'm so glad you could be here for it.
I wouldn't miss it.
Did you have Christmas traditions growing up when you were a kid?
Yeah, we did. I mean, I think, it was pretty stock. We opened one thing Christmas Eve. And my favorite thing was always opening the stocking. And we got those books of lifesavers.
Yes.
I mean, that was so awesome. The orange I could give a crap about, but the book of lifesavers was good, and Mom usually gave us like something from Avon. Like we got a lips, this was a hilarious thing. We'd get like a Lipsol, the little waxy things, with a calendar. Do you know how small that is? On a Lipsol, you're kind of like, I don't know what date you're talking about because I can't see it on my Avon lip balm. But yeah, it was good. And we always got hockey sticks. And my dad would always wrap them.
The hockey sticks.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
He was a clever man, that father of yours.
Oh, I loved getting the hockey sticks.
And I was saying to Jann that we often, Blythe and I, will take our kids to swim at I call it your old pool. So
the Killarney pool.
Yeah, the Killarney pool. It's still there.
Yeah, me and my pals Leonard and Dale would walk to the Killarney pool. It took us about 4 hours from Rocky View County, and we brought our dogs, and we'd go and swim. They must have thought we were from the Ozarks when we arrived. But my parents just let us walk into town. And then we'd walk home and we'd hit the Mountain View bowling alley. And if we had money left over, we'd go to the Glamorgan Bakery and get a cheese bun.
Right? Let it be known.
Yeah! Cheese buns! Oh, those cheese buns.
Let it be known that Jann Arden knows how to live, ladies and gentlemen.
I do.
One of my favorite Christmas or holiday pictures I've seen in forever isn't actually a holiday picture. You posted it, and so I put it up. We wanted to put it up. I don't know if you can see it. They're going to put that there. Tell us about that picture that you put.
That's from my deck, and I'm taking a picture across the way of my mom and dad's place. So when I moved, when I bought property out there many, many years ago, 12 or 13 years ago, that was supposed to be a granny cottage. And my mom said, well, I wouldn't mind a turret before I die. I'm like, do you know what a turret is? Yes, I know. I want to see the mountains. So that's why it became 2 levels. So that little tiny thing is sitting there, the granny cottage. But yeah, I love that picture. I always know when there's people up and about over there, just looking across the way. But it's been great. I'm so glad that I did it. My dad passed away a year and a half ago, but my mom is still living there. I still make her chop the wood.
I was saying to you, too, that my favorite part is the path.
Oh, I know. There's a path beaten through there. You always put sidewalks where you never use them. Right. They should have poured the sidewalk just across the way. But the dog does that. Thank God. The dog just goes back and forth. So that's worked out for all of us. And again, you could have moved anywhere, and you said, no, I want to buy land here. Oh, gosh, I wouldn't move anywhere. People always say, you live in Toronto, and I'm like, no, I really live 5 miles from where I grew up. Because my dad moved us out there in 71, and we were on 85th Street, and 85th Street has now been totally absorbed into the city. Mm-hmm. And it's just all houses, and that's where Leonard and Dale and I used to just, run through the woods and pee. And now it's all homes, Dave. It's Dave, isn't it?
It's Dave.
It's Dave, yes.
Do you still run through the woods and pee?
I still occasionally have to pee outside. It's a long way to truck into the house sometimes.
I understand. Now, some of the other pictures, and we're not going to show them, but
I was getting worried.
No. But you often show pictures of the road.
Yes, I do.
What is that? Tell us a bit about that and what that's about, the road.
So fun. Well, I mean, Instagram, years and years ago, like 4 years ago when Instagram started, one day I took a picture of the road, and that's where Mom and I walk the dogs down the road. And on the second time, and the third time, I'm thinking, well, maybe this is a thing. because every day is so different. The road runs north-south, so I'm looking sort of south out towards the foothills.
Yeah.
And I've got like 800 pictures on there now, and it's so interesting. It's really a lot of fun to look through at the seasons. It just goes, all the different colors of the spectrum. But I have more people, like I could be in Shoppers Drug Mart buying maxi pads, and I'll have somebody I know, I'm getting a little old for this crap. Really? What? My mom still thinks I'm gonna have a child. So, so I just, you can see it all, but people come up to me all the time, and they don't talk about music, and they don't want to know anything about songs. I look at your road pictures all the time. Like I like seeing the road. So it's become a thing now.
Yeah.
And it's so different all the time to look down there. That sense of home, I think when you belong somewhere, for me anyway, it enables me to travel as much as I do, which is still, some years 250 days a year. But it's what you get used to. But I know that I can come home, and I have no intentions of leaving. Maybe I'll be premier someday.
And you know what?
I would never do that to you.
I think if you ever became premier, there'd be a lot of people that said, well, I knew her when she was buying her maxi pads down at the drugstore.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, she used to have this lipstick with her little dates on there. I never knew what was with that Jann lady.
Dave, you got to get a TV show. No, you do. You need to be, doesn't he need a TV show?
You just do this.
That's right, Dave Pierce. He's over there clapping for you.
See? I've got 2 viewers already.
I know.
This is going very, very well.
It is.
And here's what I love about the road is when I look at your picture, I always picture you and your mom. And the thing that's great about a road is you don't have to talk. Like if you and I were on a date and we were sitting here, you'd kind of have to talk, right?
We would just drink.
Right. So we would. And then at a certain point, Blythe would text me and say, seriously, would you get home? And I'd be like, well, we're talking. But when you're on the road, you don't have to talk. You can walk and look, and then you talk about what matters. And I just love walking on roads. I think it's a great way to get to know people. And I picture you and your mom walking down
Oh my God, we talk about everything going down there. And usually the road, walks start out with Mom going, oh, that wind. And I told her that's what I was going to put on her tombstone. And people can think whatever they want of that. They'll either think she had gas or, oh, that wind. And there could be no wind. It could be as still as ever. And I'm looking at her like, oh my God, she's got extra sensory. And then all of a sudden the wind comes up from nowhere. But yeah, we just talk about everything. We talk about Trump has been a really great thing to talk about.
Right.
Well, he's crazy. And, but yeah, just life in general. You always, it's so important, I think, especially now, just to think about such simple things. The best things in life really are free.
So true.
And we enjoy it a lot. It's going to be cold winter.
And the wind.
We might drive the road, actually, Dave.
I want to see your mom all on one of those 4-wheel things just barreling down the road.
I know.
That'd be a shock.
Maybe we need a golf cart.
I got you a present. Can I give you your present?
Oh my gosh, I didn't get you anything.
No, you did. You got me. You're a gift
Well,
to
I
Cal-
didn't. Oh.
Now,
Oh.
I got to tell you about this. So this, when I hosted Breakfast Television, this woman that used to come on the show, her name was Kath, and she was Kath Smythe. I won't say her name. Good
That's
save.
what happens with my IUD now.
What do I? It's like you're. But there's a loop.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
you're tied. This won't work. Wait, let go. Here.
Oh, the show is exhausting. I got it.
We're good. Whew. That was a part of you I never thought I'd see, Jan, but it was...
I'm sorry. It's these low... Oh, God. Something else. You know, I'm so sorry. Okay, go. So the tree...
Tree. So, Kath came on the show one time, and she brought rosemary. You got all your supplies?
No, it's fine. It's just...
You're right. And she said, and so this is...
Is that rosemary?
This is rosemary.
Oh, my gosh.
And so then if you squeeze it, of course it smells, right? And Kath said to me, she goes, rosemary is for remembering, which I didn't know. And she said, yeah, traditionally, rosemary, the smell of rosemary, which smells like Christmassy.
That is a great idea.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And I thought, because you are somebody who tells great stories and you remember so well, and this could remind you of your dad and your mom and the great things that they have brought for you. But also, it's not just about the past. You always remember Calgary as you go forward. And I thought maybe all of us, it wasn't just me, we all thought maybe rosemary would be something for Jan. So how about that?
Thank you very much. That's so thoughtful. And I think, you know, I can just kind of see my Christmas dinner just with prawns skewered all over the rosemary, kind of like, you know, like a cooking food network type of thing. Just a prawn tree with essence of rosemary. You've given me a super idea.
And then when it's there and it's dripping and it's just covered in goo and you say to people, smell it, it'll be nice, right?
I know.
It's beautiful. Hey, I have to give an award away now. Would you help me with that?
Am I feeding back? Is that what's happening?
No, it's not.
I'll just hold these out here. I don't even know what this is.
If your pacemaker goes off, I have nothing to do with it.
I had a pacemaker for almost 20 years.
Did you?
I got it in 1982 because I had a really slow heart rate, so they stuck that thing in there. And it was like the size of a hockey puck. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. And I couldn't go into some stores anymore because the magnet thing set it off. So I had them take it out. And I'm still here.
Really?
I'm serious. I remember the doctor, give out your award. It doesn't matter. No.
So you decided?
Yeah, I just said we need to get this out. And so I remember they just gave me a local. They cut the old battery pack out. And I remember seeing the surgeon's eyebrows and he's like, where's your other battery to put in? Because he had a mask on. And the nurse said, I don't think there is one. I think she just wants it out. And off I went. Just skiddly-doo-doo home.
And you're fine?
I'm totally fine.
Because if you keel over in the middle of this, that'll be nerve-wracking for everybody.
I hope you have insurance, Dave. Okay, so tell me about the award.
Okay, I got to tell you about Nicole. Now, Nicole McCarthy is every show, Dave Kelly Live, and I should mention your friend, Paul Brandt.
Yes.
That's Paul's mom right there.
I think that's Paul.
February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, the next Dave Kelly Live, he's going to be at it. So if you want to take your date somewhere romantic, February 14th on Valentine's Day, you can bring him or her to Dave Kelly Live, where Paul is going to be there.
That's perfect.
Isn't that good?
That's wonderful.
Nice.